Hello everybody, good day to you. Welcome back. This is a Jeep Wrangler of some sort. I forgot the year. I used to know. Looks like it's a 1995 model. I'm assuming it's got the 4-liter in it. Customer states, it's got an interesting complaint. Customer states that after running for a short period of time that the exhaust manifold turns red hot and then the vehicle stalls and has a hard time restarting. It suffers from lack of power. And there's a few other items too. We're going to inspect a lot of stuff on this. Starting the engine. Yeah, it sounds rough. 156,006 miles on the odometer. Let's get it into the shop before it dies. Ring, ring. Let's go, go, go. It's a Jeep thing. Come on, Jeep. Let's get in there. Smells kind of stinky. I wonder what the dealio is. How do I get out? I don't know. Jeep thing. Yeah, I hear some popping and backfiring and whatnot. Let's check. Okay, well, it's got exhaust flow. My initial thought was it had a clogged converter, but that does not appear to be the case. That's a lot of flow right here. Okay. Let us popping the hood. Entering Jeep service mode now. What are you doing? Hello. Yeah, that's 4-liter straight six. Get my thermal meter out. I want to see what kind of temperatures we get at that manifold. Here it is. Digital thermal imager. Initiate. Powering on. Oh, let's see what we got down here. Well, it's definitely hot. 842 degrees, that was fast. Why are we running so hot so fast? Look at that. 842, alright. It's on the Fahrenheit scale, not the metric scale. Oh, you guys got sucked into the air box. Oh no, there we go, I saved you. You're good. Well, it seems to be running smooth. I do hear an exhaust leak over here. Yeah, I don't know about red hot. We're gonna let it ride for a little while and we'll see. What do we got now? Yeah, 842. Temperature is remaining consistent. Okay. Yeah, let's just mess with it a little bit. Make sure our injectors are all doing their thing. That one's kind of stuck. All these are stuck. The little release tabs are broken off. There's supposed to be a little metal tab in there. We know that one works. I'm listening for a change in engine tone when I disconnect one of these injectors. I hope these aren't glued on. Okay, things changed a little bit with that one disconnected. I thought if I just kind of wiggle them back and forth, they come off. Sort of. Alright, that one's running. Again, I hear a change in RPM when I disconnect the ejector. That one's running. What I'm looking for is to make sure one of these injectors isn't just dumping fuel. If it is, shouldn't change. That one's a little stuck. Let's try this one. Okay, that one's good. Come on, last one, number 6. Get out of there. Ooh, there's a problem right there. Ground straps hanging loose. Always check your powers and grounds. And number 6 is good too. Okay. Yeah, I need to reconnect this ground somewhere. That's critical. We need that. So I'm kind of taking a look around at everything. I've been checking out a lot of these vacuum lines. The one right here to the fuel pressure regulator, that one seems to be okay. The one going to the map is okay. I checked for a leak, a vacuum leak at the brake booster. I can't really say I care for that broken plug right there, but it appears that this map sensor is, yeah, that thing's working okay. I'm not seeing the fans coming on yet, and it's been running for a while. I'm starting to feel some heat. Let's go check our temp gauge, because we might be, yeah, we're running a little hot. Let's go ahead and shut this down, or, oh, hang on, let's stick a fan in front of it. That should help. Yeah, we'll just move this guy over. We need to get some airflow over the radiator. Come on, fan. There. Lock it down. Ooh, hot. Hot fan, hot fan. Yeah, I'm wondering if this thing starts running poorly when it overheats. Get some airflow over our cooling package here. There's a coolant temp sensor. Yeah, hopefully this thing cools off some. I see some coolant dripping out of it already. That's not okay. What do we got here? Looks like the lower hose, maybe. Okay. Let's go check our gauge and see if it cooled off any. That might be definitely something worth looking into. Yee, we're getting warm again. Come on, fan. Come on, let's cool it off. Yeah, this electric fan still is not running. I wonder if I can manually power that. Let's see, we're running over here, over to here. It should run, in theory. The fuse looks good. Wonder why it's not kicking on. Alright. Okay, the gauge came down a little bit. I think we're falling. Let me get one more fan in there to get this thing back down to temp. And I choose my Super Fan Max Lasco fan from Costco. Everything's from Costco. There we go. Now I've got some flow going over that thing. It's got to be doing something, right? Hope so. 3, that's what we want. Okay, temp is starting to fall a little bit. It's still overheated, but we are coming down. That's good. Okay, I've got the meter here. Negative leads on the ground side. We'll do a meter check, voltage. Let's check power and ground going over here to this relay which runs this fan. So there's our power supply to the relay. That's good. Let's check the fuse size of it. Power. And power. Okay. So I got power going to the fuse, through the fuse, and the relay is powered. And it looks like that fan is using a blue wire and a black wire for its ground. So let's check our blue real quick. Blue wire's got voltage, and our black wire, which is either, yeah, it's got to be this one right here. So we'll check our black wire for ground. Move that over. Okay, so that fan is grounded and it is powered, but the fan itself, the motor itself is not running. So that fan right there is junk. So we're gonna need to put a fan in it, or that fan will need to be replaced. That's not exactly our problem that it was here for, but it is a problem, and it's kind of a big problem. So that's to be noted. I would also think we should use a fan that is a puller fan, or a pusher fan instead of a puller fan, because we can see right here at that water pump, we don't have a lot of space to work with, do we? Like, zero clearance. If this thing moves around, I bet it'll hit that water pump pulley. So we are going to want to change that fan position probably to one on this side. There seems to be a lot of space over here to fit one, but that's going to have to be redone. No vacuum on this. I don't know why I just said that. I think that's an emissions line. Let's go check temp, and we're still falling. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down and let it cool off all the way. Once it's cool again, I wanna go out, check the coolant level, then I'll go out for a test drive. Powering down. Phew. Yeah, there's a lot to unpack with this particular Jeep, but I think we can handle it. It looks like all the sensors on board have been replaced. You've got intake air temp, that looks like a throttle position, idle air control motor. That map sensor hasn't been replaced, but it appears to be working. Coolant temp sensor, that's new. I didn't notice until later, but the PCM has also been replaced, and that map sensor was new. You can shut this down. We'll just leave the little one running for now. There, now I don't have to yell. I don't know where this goes. What is this? What are you for? This goes somewhere. It goes somewhere in this range. I'll figure that out later. Okay. Now this Jeep is a 95 model, so that's pre-OBD2. So we don't have the luxury of using the scan tool. So everything we do here today is going to be done the analog way, so to speak. Now I understand there's no check engine light on this thing, but that does not mean that there are no trouble codes that are stored. So what we need to do is try to manually retrieve those. So we're gonna key it on. We go off, on, and it should start to flash codes at us.
1, 1, 2, it's code 12. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 35. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 33. 2.
Boring, right?
4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 45. 2, 2. 22. 25. 5. Ding.
That last one was 55. 55 is the end of code list. I'll run through and double check my math, but it looks like I got a code 12, which is common. That's battery disconnected. A 35, 33, 45, and a 22, I think. I'll double check them again, but that's what it looks like so far. Powering down. Ding. Okay, I just double checked my codes. I got a code 12. We've got a 35, check. 33, check. The one that I thought was a 45 was actually a 54. 22 was right. The one that I thought was 25 was actually 27, pardon my handwriting. 35, and then the last one was a 55, which is the end of the code list. Okay, using the Google Machines code diagram, I got it on all data, but I Googled it on fixjeeps.com, not sponsored. Code 35 for XJs only, cooling fan, relay circuit open. Well, if this is an XJ, then yeah, I can see that. 33 AC clutch relay open, that's not concerning to us. Text message. Let's see, what was our next one? 54. What does 54 tell us? 54 is not on this list, so I need to recheck that. Okay, 22. Coolant temp sensor above acceptable voltage. Yeah, I can get behind that. How about a 27? One of the injector drivers is not responding. That may be our drivability problem that they complained about. Injector output driver does not respond properly to control signal. Maybe it's got high resistance. We'll ohm those later. And 35, code 35, we already looked at that. I don't know why it showed up again. Okay, let me double check the presence of that 54 code, because I don't have that as my list on my list here. It goes 51, 52, 53, 55, so we're skipping 54. I'll check that one more time and I'll get back to you guys. So 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to bore you with counting this again. Stay right here. Actually, yeah, don't go anywhere. Odd that is a 54. It did come up as a 54, which is weird because I don't have a 54 on this list right here. What is going on? Well, the scary part is 53 is PCM internal problem, and 55 is PCM has finished telling you the codes, which I thought I had 55, but it's 54. I know the last one I got was 55. I'll have to look this up on AllData just to make sure. Okay. All right, I did check it 2 more times, and that is a code 54. The 22 is legit, the 27 is legit, and followed up by a 55. So that's the end of the list. So I need to figure out what that 54 is. The other 3, 4, 5, those seem to be legitimate. Okay, let's restart this thing, see how it runs. Well, we're not overheated. Let's see if it restarts again without effort. I wonder if this thing has an injector issue. Maybe it's got one sticking open. Come on, baby. Nothing. Okay. Let's see if we have fuel at the rail since it failed to start. Run, 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 run. Ruining a pen. No. That was not much fuel. Let's cycle it again, see if it starts. I wonder if we have a fuel pump issue. Now I understand this thing has had a new fuel pump installed. Gas, nothing. Do we have a fueling issue? Just because it's got a new pump doesn't mean it's running. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, there's some fuel. Not much pressure though. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't anywhere near spec. I imagine this thing needs at least like 40, 45 pounds. Barely runs. And now it's good. Let's see if we got fuel pressure now. Yeah, it's more than what it had. Okay. Let's go check fuel pressure spec next. Powering down. It may have a crappy ground wire or something going to the pump, who knows. Time to consult the AllData. Hello, office. Ooh, air conditioner. It's cold in here. Okay, we're pulled up. What do we got? A 95 Jeep Wrangler, V6, 242 4-liter, VIN S, Keon engine running, 31 pounds. Vacuum regulator disconnected, 3941. All right, guys, it's the next day, and we're still on this Jeep over here. I've gone ahead and connected a fuel pressure tester to the inspection port on the fuel rail, and I'm going to see what kind of fuel pressure we have. There's 2 specs on it. There's a running spec, and then there's a spec with the fuel pressure regulator being removed. I think running is 31, 32 pounds, and with the regulator off, I think we're looking for 45 pounds. So let's see if this thing's going to start this morning, and we'll take that fuel pressure measurement and then go from there. So we're key on. Engine kind of running. Come on, baby. Wake up. You can do it. No. Please start. You. There we go. It's alive. All right, let's see what we got here. We're at right about 35 pounds. That's with the regulator. There's our regulator right there. So we're 35 pounds at idle. We'll just chalk that up to the discrepancy in the gauge. But we're looking for a spike in the pressure up to 45 or so with the regulator disconnected. Let's go ahead and disconnect that regulator. And we've got no change. No change in the fuel pressure right here. That's interesting. All right, let's shut this down before it gets hot again, and we'll go back and check our service data and verify that we are supposed to see a pressure change with that regulator disconnected. Okay, we've got it pulled up here. I didn't print it. I don't think I've got my printer hooked up to this laptop yet. But it says fuel pressure should be approximately 55 to 69 PSI. It's 8 to 10 pounds higher with the vacuum line removed from the regulator, which we just did that and we did not get a jump in pressure. It said, where else did it say that? I already read this. Check for kinks in the line, which we don't have. Oh, here we go. If vacuum line checks out okay and fuel pressure does not rise appropriately, 8 to 10 pounds higher after disconnecting the vacuum line, replace the fuel pressure regulator. So we do have a confirmed regulator issue. I did check the line. The line is not leaking. However, there is no pressure change when disconnected. So according to the all data and all of its collective wisdom, we do have a regulator failure. Now that is a problem. That may not be the problem. However, I can't just ignore that and move on like that's not the issue. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a regulator. We'll go from there. I don't recall if I mentioned it earlier, but this Jeep does have a brand new pump and a brand new filter installed. I went down below earlier and inspected for that, and I did confirm that stuff has in fact been replaced. Thinking I need a 7 mil for that. I'll bring an 8 just in case, but I think it's a 7 millimeter to get that bolt off for the regulator. We're gonna pull that out and inspect that. I've got a feeling that I'm gonna find several small things that are adding up, causing the situation with this Jeep. So this may end up being a fix it as we diagnose type of situation. You know, we find one fault, fix that, find another fault, fix that, and keep on going until we run out of things that I find, or until the symptom has resolved itself. And I'm wondering if we do have a fuel delivery issue, perhaps it's just running really, really lean, thus contributing to the customer's statement that what do we got here? Okay, I've got this pressure regulator under the light here. Not looking too great there. That might be a tear. It's really tough to see. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get a replacement regulator, and we'll see if that helps us out a little bit. Okay, just got back from parts run. I've got a new regulator here. Let's toss this guy in and see if we can't get that fuel pressure to come back into spec. I'm assuming that the pump is good. It is brand new. If I run into a dead end right here, then we'll address that pump. But it is running when it's commanded on, and it is making a decent pressure from what I've seen so far. But we seem to have a pressure control issue. So let's get this guy in. Ah, mosquito! It's that time of day where the skeeters are coming for me. We'll slip this guy in, not without some lube we won't. Here, I'll just give this a little bit of a little dielectric right here. Lube that O-ring so it does not tear during installation, because that would be bad. We don't want that. How's that inside bore looking? Is there an O-ring in there that I missed? I think it's left over. Hang on. Yeah, I think it is left over in there. I don't see it on this old regulator. Let's see if I can't fish that thing out. That also would be bad to double O-ring that. Come here, you. Got her. Yep, there it is. Well, let's just clean that out. There's kind of some rust looking build-up stuff in there, and we don't want that to cause some kind of a leak internally and not fix our problem here. There we go. Nice and shiny as I'm gonna get it. Okay. New regulator. There you are. Just slide this bad boy in. You gonna go? We'll give it a twist. And a snap. I just felt it seat. Keep twisting it so that O-ring settles. There we we go. And get our clamp back on. And we'll try again. Stay. One bolt. I also picked up some vacuum fittings and whatnot so I can make repairs to these for the damaged vacuum system here. Click. All right, let's go key this bad boy on and try to restart it and see if we get any change in engine operation. Maybe we will, maybe we won't, but we're gonna get somewhere. Key on, checking for leaks. I see none. Restarting the Jeep engine. It's alive. Let's see how it does on a restart. Yeah, about the same. Okay, well, let's go ahead and throw the gauge back on there and we can at least see if we've got an improvement on our pressure. Fuel line clicks. There we go. Put that where we can see it. Kinda. Key off, key on. Not much, if any. There's really no improvement there. Let me fix up this vacuum line right here and we'll put vacuum to it and see if that changes anything. One other thing worth mentioning is our evac canister down here is connected right there, but it's a very poor connection, and since the other side of that canister is not connected, I'm going to go ahead and remove that. We're going to cap off this section of this fitting right here, stop the leak, and then see what I can't do. Come here, you. And then we'll get that regulator connected. And I've got some caps here. I think it might be this one. No, it's the little one. Here, we'll cap that one off. No, it is the bigger one. I'm wrong. Perpetually wrong. There we go. Alright. Our regulator is now connected. The vacuum source like it should be. And let's look at our fuel pressure. That's disconnected, reconnected. Now, fuel pressure does look a little low according to this gauge, but this is a loaner tool, so it may not be accurate. I think we're getting somewhere. Backfire. It does feel a little bit better. Tell you what, let's pack up these goodies. Disconnect this fuel pressure gauge right here, and let's go out and hit the road real quick and see how this thing performs. Well, I might have gotten it. This might actually be it. Ah, the plot thickens. It's pouring coolant down the water pump now. Ah, that's fantastic. All right, well, let me shut it down while I get this thing ready to roll. I'll refill the coolant on it, and I can address that later. Yeah, it's coming out of the water pump. Take a look, right there. So we're gonna have to put a water pump in this thing later on too, maybe. But I want to get it running properly first, and then I can do my upsell thing. Yeah. Okay, intake's back on. Regulator should be regulating. Let's go hit the road real quick and see if this thing runs like it's supposed to. Let's go for a ride. Come in. That's not a good sign. Come on, Jeep. What are you doing? Gas on it. Jeep, you're killing me. Battery's low too. Recommend starter. Man, I was almost hopeful. There, it's alive now. All right. I guess I'm gonna know really quick if I get an improvement out of this or not. Backing out is the Jeep. The horn's inoperative. We need to make this quick because it does have that coolant leak, and I don't want to overheat this. I'm sure it's already been hot before plenty of times. I hear some suspension clanking around. Feels pretty good. That was responsive. Braking traffic. Let's go, go, go. That's a little better. Yeah, it is sort of getting out of its own way now. Not going far, so we're turning around somewhere. Probably down here. You gonna go or what? All right. It has Jeep power. Not very much of it, but it's got it. That was loud and scary. I miss windows. I'd rather ride a motorcycle than drive a Jeep. No offense, Jeep people. That's just how I feel. Let's get back in there. Yeah, we're not hot yet, but I don't want to chance it. We're right there. This thing needs a clutch too. It's very vibrating. Okay, I think we did get a little somewhere with this. I don't like how it doesn't like to restart. Let's see how it does on a hot restart. A little better. I was poking around. I found a vacuum leak over here at the end of this line right there. So I went ahead and just capped it off for now to eliminate that. It still isn't running the greatest, but I figured while I'm here, I'll go ahead and check the rest of this vacuum stuff. I popped off this line right here going to the valve cover, and that thing is completely plugged up right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and unclog that if I can. Actually, I better take that out. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove that real quick, clean that out, put it back together, and make sure that's not our problem though. Also, that one feels a little clogged up too. That's for the map sensor right there. Oh, look at that. Now it runs a little better. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull these fittings out and clean those up and put those back in next. Repowering down. Check engine light was on. That's odd because I don't think I have anything disconnected that should have triggered that light. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and get those things apart and see if we can get a better change out of this thing. An improvement, that's what we're looking for. That's the word, an improvement. I think that's gonna be 15 mil. Was I right? Actually, it might be standard. The reason I'm gonna pull these out is if I poke a hole in that and dislodge that debris, it's gonna send it straight into the intake manifold, and then the cylinders will consume it. Oh, gravity. It's okay, I know where it went. And we don't want the cylinders to consume engine debris. Okay, here's the one I dropped. That one is not clogged up, which is good. No obstructions in the hole. Let's just go ahead and blow this out. We'll give it an engine wash at the same time. Aha. Put that guy back right where she goes. But this guy, that one's the one that is plugged up. So let's poke a hole in it, get all that carbon and buildup or whatever out of there. Oh, that's nasty. That's very plugged up. Too bad this is just PCV and doesn't go to that map sensor. I would feel really good about that. I don't think this is gonna fix it, but it's definitely not supposed to be clogged like this. Okay, got that thing free and clear. Yeah, you can see through there. That obstruction is now gone. Let's go ahead and tighten these things back down and reconnect everybody. And then we'll try again. Click and double click. Okay, let's go ahead and give it a restart. Not bad. Yeah, see that misfire right there? I don't like that. Yeah, right there. Okay. Yeah, it's not right. Not just yet. Okay, so I fired up the compressor. I'm gonna go ahead and bust out the assault blowgun later, clean off all this debris that's hanging out right down there where the manifolds are bolting to the head. While that thing's filling up, I'm gonna go ahead and pop out all these relays and take a look at them. I think one of these is an ASD relay, and if that thing's got a poor connection or if it's faulty, it can cause all sorts of Chrysler problems. So like I said, while that's doing that, let's pop these relays out and take a look at them. Maybe we'll find something, maybe we won't, but it's worth taking a look. Yeah, that's crusty. Next. Oh yeah, that's nasty right there. All right. We need a tool to help us. I choose my welding pliers. That's a Crustomatic. Okay, well that one's very concerning over there. Here, I'm just gonna go ahead and hit these with a little wire brush. See if we can't clean them up some. I have a handheld wire brush, but I couldn't find the thing to save my life today. So we're using the rotary cleaner. Seems to be working. Kinda. More speed! My compressor is full. I'll be back when I'm done cleaning the rest of these things up. Nasty. Okay, I've got some electrical contact cleaner here. I'm gonna go ahead and spray all this stuff out. Not the assault blowgun, this is just the regular blowgun. We're gonna clean all this out of here. Give it some spray. And then put these relays back. Stinky. So much stuff to fix. Let's see, that one goes right there. And this was the nasty one. That one goes, I think that's the right spot. Hope so. There and there. Okay, restarting. Let's see if we get an improvement or not. Okay, we're keyed on again. I'm just gonna use my button. All right. Well, it runs still. Let's give it some throttle. See what happens. Yeah, about the same. I don't know if that had any effect or not. See if we got a leak in the brake booster maybe. Nope, that's not it. Okay, shutting it down again. Lots of dead ends on this truck. Okay, it's getting late. I'm headed home. We're gonna try this again tomorrow. But before I go, let's clean all that schmoo out of there. We don't need any of that. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call this video good. The thing still isn't right, and I have yet to determine exactly what is causing the low power situation and the misfiring. It's not right. It's improved, but I'm not happy with it. There's something else going on. So I'm gonna have to start again and revisit this thing first thing tomorrow morning. I'd like to thank you for watching this video, and most importantly, don't forget to have yourselves a great day.